Wednesday doubleheader soccer action continues on KMVT15 Mountain View Cupertino Los Altos from Ron Calcagno Stadium on the campus of St. Francis High School in Mountain View. The Valley Christian girls and the St. Francis girls ready to do battle here in front of a big crowd on hand tonight. Stephen Davies, glad to be with you once again. Two of the finer teams in the South Bay doing battle here tonight. The second-ranked state team, the Valley Christian Warriors, 8-0 on the season so far, led by their head coach, Junior Fugate. What a season they are having so far. 8 wins, no losses, no ties, and with no fewer than 5 Division I players going on to play next year. This is a loaded Lady Warriors team. As for the Lancers, 6 wins, 2 losses, and no defeats, led by the head coach, Dawn Hill. And it should be a very, very competitive game here tonight. Hopefully, just like the boys' game was, a thrilling game. A victory going to St. Francis on a 25th minute goal by Tate Johnson. So we expect more of the same in this matchup between the Lancers and the Warriors tonight. KMVT Sports would like to thank our all sports presenting sponsor, the Palo Alto the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. The captains will say some quick hellos here at the center of the field, and then we'll be ready for the kickoff here from Ron Calcagno Stadium. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the kickoff in just a few minutes' time.
Ever since we moved to the United States, Palo Alto Medical Foundation has been taking care of our health. We love our doctor. She is always ready to listen to us and is very professional and answers all our questions and is very reassuring. PAMF has been there not just for my own family, but for the whole community, whether they're seeing patients or providing doctors for our free medical clinic.
Ready to go then from St. Francis High School here in Mountain View. What a game it should be between two highly ranked soccer teams within not only the state of California, but at the national level as well. The Lancers and the Warriors, and we are underway here from Ron Calcagno Stadium on the campus of St. Francis in Mountain View. The Lancers are in the home white uniforms. They are going from left to right. Valley Christian in the blue uniforms going from right to left. As we mentioned, state rankings for both teams are very high. St. Francis are ranked 7th overall in the state of California, 18th nationwide. As for the Valley Christian girls team, ranked 3rd nationally and ranked 2nd in the state of California, just behind Monte Vista of Danville. So 2 very competitive teams, 2 very highly ranked teams doing battle here tonight. As we mentioned, the Warriors 8-0 on the season so far. The Lancers a 6-2 on this young 2013-2014 season. Ready then to get underway inside the first minute of action. And it's the Lancers in possession. That ball sent downfield by Lauren McHugh, the junior defender. Won by the Warriors in the midfield. That's Brianna Viselli. She's headed to Pepperdine next year, one of 5 players that will play at the next level for Coach Jolene Fugate. Ball sent far side, just a little bit too strong for Sarah Van Wagener to keep in touch. So it will be a Lancer throw. Our second game of our doubleheader here on KMVT 15. And a tremendous first game between these 2 high schools in the boys' game. St. Francis running out 1-0 winners. Had a chance to speak with Coach Fugate before the game. Said her team was playing well. Thought if her team kept the ball on the ground, they would have an excellent chance to win. She also thought it would be a tremendous defensive battle as well. And also said to keep an eye on the senior midfielder / forward for the Lancers, Annie Kingman. Scored a lot of goals for the Lancers on this young season so far. Lancers in possession then. near side with Megan Keith. She'll send it out wide now, making a run down the left side is Madeline Crane. Crane still in possession. Good ball into the center, but well defended by the Warriors. And they'll look to break here in the meantime. It's Vasali on the ball. Sends that one left side. Well defended, though, by Carson Callie. Here's Callie in possession. That ball knocked into touch by Vasali of the Warriors. Quick throw and taken. Vasali on the ball once again. Here's Kingman. She's wearing number 8 for the Lancers tonight. Certainly a player to keep an eye on for St. Francis this evening. 3 minutes into the first half of play. Good crowd on hand here at St. Francis High School for a matchup between two of the top 10 ranked teams in the state of California. Good ball, that's Georgia Kingman in the middle. Kingman with some space, sends it to the outside. That was Madeline Crane in possession. Back now to Lauren McHugh, the junior defender. Long ball downfield. Sophie Vialta was there. Vialta trying to turn inside one defender and then a second, loses possession. Given away in the midfield and won by Vasali. Warriors will play a 4-3-3 formation with a diamond trio in the middle, so they won't play any outside midfielders if you like. The starting goalkeeper going to Tennessee next year, Alexis Smith. Center backs, Michaela Giordino and Brooke Zenner. This ball sent downfield and out of bounds for a Lancer throw. The outside backs will be Alyssa Weldon and Marissa Carlisle. The midfielders, Melissa Reese, Brianna Vasali, and Nicole Carson. And then the forwards, Gina Gentry, Sarah Van Wagener. Ball sent downfield and back to the goalkeeper, Alexis Smith. And the center forward for the Warriors tonight will be Kendra Stewart. Here's Kingman, a shot from outside the area, just wide of the far post. Had a good look on goal there. I don't think it troubled Alexis Smith that much. As you see Kingman working between defenders here, turned inside one. Actually got a lucky deflection there to win back possession, and his shot just wide of the target. So Smith's clearance then. Searching downfield. Ball loose in the midfield now. Chested down by Megan Keith. Turns inside her defender and finds some space here on the near side with Mira Nepomuceno. Wins possession. Now Kingman attracting the attentions of 3 defenders there. She's knocked to the ground and ball cleared into touch for a Lancer throw. And you can expect her to receive a double team pretty much all evening long here. Nepomuceno wins the ball. Warriors come away with it. Here's Vasali. Oh, great ball forward. Well defended, though, by the Lancers. Back to defend there with Sochi Hunter. Nepomuceno wins it. Sends it back. And this is content to pass the ball amongst the defenders at the moment. With 6.5 minutes gone in the first half of play. Long ball downfield. Here's Kingman. Good flick forward, but well defended again by the Warriors. Kingman's shot just a couple minutes ago. The only attempt on goal so far for either team. No score here early on in the first half of play. Ball down the right wing, covered easily by Sochi Hunter. Kingman retreating a long way there to try and claim possession for the Lancers, but it's easily defended by the Warriors, and they'll bring this one out of defense, searching downfield for the left wing and Gina Gentry. Here's Van Wagener. Carson. Ball forward, looking for her attacker, but well defended by the Lancers. Both teams so far have been able to get players back. Very few opportunities attacking-wise for both teams so far. Melissa Reese sends that one downfield. Looking for her outside forward, Gina Gentry, but the goalkeeper was there for the Lancers. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the starters for St. Francis, and the goalkeeper, unfortunately, is not wearing a number on the back of her shirt. So it's either Courtney Ogren, the sophomore, or Regan Heslop, excuse me. Both sophomores. Searching ball downfield is easily claimed by Alexis Smith. Great crowd on hand here at Ron Calcagno Stadium. You have quite a few more in attendance from the boys' game. It started back at 5 o'clock this evening. So excellent crowd on hand here to enjoy tonight's game. Goalkeeper's clearance then, downfield. And Vasali was underneath that one, lost possession. And the first foul of the game given in favor of the Lancers. They'll take this free kick just inside their own half of the field, quickly taken out to the left side. That's Madeline Crane with the ball forward. She was looking for the senior Peyton Casson. The ball into touch for a throw. What a season Valley Christian has put on so far. They are yet to concede a goal in their 8 games, defeating the likes of Salinas, Kings Academy, Burlingame, Santa Cruz, Santa Teresa, Branham, Notre Dame, and Presentation. Presentation just squeaking by with a 1-0 win. Here's a cross into the box, and that will not trouble Smith as it goes into the back of the netting, and a goal kick on its way for the Warriors. As we mentioned, 8-0 on the season overall, 3rd ranked in the country, 2nd ranked in the state. And of course, here in Northern California, there's a fall division for soccer and a winter division as well. Some of the North Bay teams play in that fall division, the likes of Maria Carrillo and Montgomery, both teams out of Santa Rosa that are fairly highly ranked in the both state and national level. And then you have the likes of Monte Vista, Valley Christian, and St. Francis that play in the more traditional Winter League as well. Good through ball there from the Warriors, looking for Gentry, but ball over the byline for a goal kick. Not a lot of action then in the first 10 minutes, as Coach Fugate said to me before the game, it would be a defensive struggle. Certainly the teams will have to capitalize on their opportunities as they present themselves, but they could not have had a better night, especially this time of year. For a game, temperatures in the low 50s, very little wind, a clear and crisp evening here in Mountain View. Certainly conducive to a night's action on the pitch. Megan Keith's first touch deserts her a little bit, but she will get the call as she collides with Vasali. And a free kick on its way for the Lancers. Sochi Hunter. Ball forward for Georgia Kingman, the sophomore. And it might come off the hand of the Warrior defender there. And a free kick now inside the attacking third of the field here for St. Francis an opportunity here from the set piece to try and open with the first goal of the game. Warriors poised to make a substitution over here on the near side. Here's a free kick attempt, and that sails up and over the crossbar from Kingman. Up over the football crossbar as well. So Kingman's audacious 35-yard shot on goal, well wide of the target. So onto the field then comes Hannah Pereira. She replaces Gina Gentry and will take a seat here. So Pereira will take over in that outside forward position alongside Sarah Van Wagner, the center forwards. We mentioned Kendra Stewart. Here's Carson. She was searching for Stewart, but the ball well intercepted now by Kelly Park, the sophomore. That's Hunter in possession. Ball won back by Stewart, given away. Now here come the Lancers. Great flick there from Kingman forward. Looking for Sophie Viata. And a goal kick. Annie Kingman, the senior midfielder. Certainly the player that this Warriors defense will be keeping an eye on tonight, as we mentioned. And you can see her quality there on that previous Lancer possession. The neat flick through into the penalty area. And here she is in possession again. Another nice flick on there. Good exchange of passes there. Loses a footing there as she battled with Nicole Carson. But the Warriors unable to maintain possession. All the way back now into the Lancer half of the field. All the way back to the goalkeeper who clears. A little too strong for Kingman to try to head that one on. Chested down by the Warriors, but they lose possession as that's well won by Megan Keefe. Hustling to keep that in and doing well is Carson Calley along the right side. And the Lancers will get a throw to be taken by Nepo Museno. The throw is headed on by the Warriors. Back to Keefe. Keefe is trying to send that to the outside, but it's intercepted. And now here come the Warriors across midfield. That ball forward a little too strong. And the Lancers able to regroup with Lauren McHugh back there to clear for St. Francis. 25 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Not a lot to choose between these two teams so far. A couple long-range efforts from Annie Kingman in this game so far for St. Francis. Really the only shots on goal that either team have had. And the Warriors, a patient team so far, have yet to really have an opportunity on goal. Ball won in the midfield by the Lancers, given away just like that. To their back four now. Brooke Zenner, the center back, has possession. Sends it forward for Sarah Van Wagner. She loses it. Annie Kingman, steps around a defender well, has a player in support. Good through ball there, just behind a forward. Now the flag was up. Yes, it was indeed. And that's unlucky because that was a great through ball from Kingman. Looking, I believe, for Sophie Viata. And Viata just stepped in front of her defender. And the flag goes up for offside. So, certainly of the two teams, St. Francis have had more opportunities on goal so far. Out of bounds, that ball looking for Hannah Pereira. Bounced over into touch for a Lancer throw. So it's Nepo Museno to take the throw in. She finds Megan Keefe. Vaselli in the midfield, has some space over to the right side. Nice pass. Change the field there. Ball forward. And they can't keep that in bounds. Right idea, though, from Valley Christian. Seems some space along the right wing, but pass just a little too strong. Thanks to the Palo Alto Medical Foundation for their continued support of KMVT's high school sports coverage. Throw in then to St. Francis as we approach the midpoint of this first half of play. No score. between St. Francis and Valley Christian. St. Francis, 11-time CCS champions. Will this be the season they garner their 12th title? Throw into the Lancers. And won by the Warrior back 4. Turn and give that back to Smith. Smith's long clearance in front of Sophie Viata is won by Carson in the midfield. Nice effort there by Sochi Hunter coming out of defense to win the ball there for the Lancers. And she continues to run along the right side. Hunter, ball into the box. Kingman is there and heads it wide. Unlucky. Good idea, though, from Hunter. She did well to win the ball just inside the Warrior half of the field. Continue her run and a good cross. And not the best of efforts from Kingman. Still the right idea. Certainly the two teams, the Lancers, with the more enterprising so far. Hunter's back there to win it. Kingman retreats a long way to win the ball for the Lancers. Try to set up the pass and exchange there, unable to do so. Kingman's first touch, a good one. Foot downfield, but that should roll all the way back to Alexa Smith. Claims it easily. 19 minutes gone in the first half. Good long clearance from Smith. Defender loses possession. It's won by Pereira. Megan Keith is there. It's defend for the Lancers. Kingman. Georgia Kingman, I should say. Far side. Now over to Carson Calley. Back to the middle. Megan Keith sends that one forward. Good exchange of passes here by St. Francis. They give it away in the midfield. It's won by Nicole Carson. Here's Carson now. Turns the defender well. Looking for some support. Tries to beat the defender herself. And finds some support from Melissa Reese. Flick forward. Good football here from Valley Christian. Oh, and just as I say that, they give it away as well. And now here come the Lancers on the counterattack. Kingman says that one forward. Just a little bit too strong for Peyton Casson. And she done well to keep her run going and try and win the possession back. There will be a Warrior throw deep inside their own half of the field. Warriors clear that from deep inside their own half. And the Lancers bring it back down. Well, just a little bit too strong there, looking for Vialta, but Smith claims it easily. Into the 21st minute of play now. And this game's still very much looking for its first goal. Sent downfield looking for Viata. Couldn't reel that one in. Here's Carson. Carson with a run into the attacking third. Annie Kingman is there. Exchanges passes with a teammate. Now here's Kingman into the Valley Christian half of the field. Tried to turn with the ball and attracted the attention of the defender who dispossessed it. Here come the Warriors now with a good patient build-up out of defense. Good flick on there. Oh, nice challenge. Good strong tackle there from Lauren McHugh to win the ball for the Lancers. Well-timed tackle. Got the ball first, then the player. Big collision there in midfield, but back to Viala. Chance from distance, it's there! Oh, what a goal! Vasali has scored a fine goal from 25 yards out. No keeper in the world would have stopped that one. Top corner of the goal, it's there. What a shot on goal, curving past the keeper. She made a great effort to try and stop that one, but Vasali puts it away. And the future Pepperdine player has put the Warriors up by a goal here in the 22nd minute of play. With a tremendous curving shot. Received a great ball from Hannah Pereira, who's in possession now. And Vasali is looking for more here along the left side. And instead of going for it first time, took a couple steps, made sure she queued it up properly. And a right foot shot that, despite the best efforts of the St. Francis goalkeeper, no chance to stop that one. 1-0 then. The Warriors lead. And after the Lancers had much of the run of play here in this first 22 minutes or so of the game, on their first real opportunity, the Warriors have taken the lead, and they now have a corner kick to be taken by Sarah Van Wagener. Good solid corner kick into the back post. It's loose in front, cleared by St. Francis, and a foul given. Valley Christine foul on a Lancer defender inside the area, resulting in a free kick. What a finish, though, from Vasali. The future Pepperdine player with a tremendous strike from 25 yards out. What a goal. The Warriors lead this one. Here's Pereira. Nice back heel there for Vasali. Great moves. Great exchange of passes as well. Can give that back to Vasali. Battling near side. Ball goes into touch as that comes off Megan Keith for a Valley Christian throw. And that will be a throw to the Lancers here on the near side as Nepo Musino take the throw. And a substitution then as Annie Kingman comes out. She's replaced by Madeline Crane. Kingman is in some distress here on the near side. Certainly looks to be in some sort of pain here, and that would be a real blow to this Lancers team. Certainly appears to be okay, but certainly her face is scrunched up with pain there. She left the field, so to have a word with the athletic trainer over here on the near side. Perhaps a cramp. We'll have to see. But hopefully for Lancer fans out there, she's back on the field in due course. In the meantime, Warriors in possession here on the near side. Vasali, the goal scorer here in possession, working against the defender, and that's well defended again by Laura McHugh, the junior, has made some fine tackles in this game so far, dispossessing Brianna Vasali that time for a Warrior throw. 25 minutes into this first half of play. Ball over the head of the Warrior forward and safely claimed by the goalkeeper. And yes, they are tending to what appears to be the left knee of Annie Kingman over here on the near side. So certainly we'll be keeping an eye on her to see if she's back into the game soon. In the meantime, here's Hannah Pereira. Ball to the outside, cleared by the Lancers. Chested down by Pereira. She'll have a second attempt at it. Almost looped that over a couple of defenders there when Nicole Carson was waiting. So in the first shot of the game, the Warriors have taken the lead thanks to the Pepperdine-bound Brianna Vasali, the tremendous 25-yard effort to put her Warriors up by a goal. Nice turn by Carson. Sends that into the middle, looking for Kendra Stewart, the center forward. Nice turn and pass from Megan Keith to the outside for Madeline Crane. Ball into touch for a Warrior throw. 28th minute here at Ron Calcagno Stadium. Now here come the Lancers. Beata gives chase and is rewarded with a throw-in for her efforts. And they still continue to work on Annie Kingman here on the near side. In the meantime, a throw-in for the Lancers, well inside the Warrior half of the field. All the way back to Sochi Hunter. McHugh has support to her right with Vukovic. He'll pick her out. Ball forward there for Carson Cali. Back to Vukovic. Good first time pass and turn from Nepomuceno. Warriors win possession. That's the outside back, Alyssa Weldon. But Nepomuceno wins the ball back. Kingman, Georgia Kingman now in possession. Sends that one forward. No one home and headed clear by Zena. Carson in the midfield. Good ball forward. Vasali now has options on either side. Oh, try to pass the through ball there. Unlucky. And cleared nicely by the Warriors. Melissa Reese as well step in front of that one and win possession back for the Warriors now. Approaching the final quarter of this first half of play. We're in the 29th minute, and the Warriors lead this game 1-0. Lancers make a solid run out of the midfield here. Nepomuceno dispossessed, and that's sent into touch by Nicole Carson. So Kingman has ice on her. Looks like some sort of ice pack on her knee, and she's putting on the jacket now, so that, well, we'll have to see. At least in the meantime, it looks like she'll be sitting out this game for the meantime. Ball forward, looking for the attacker, Kendra Stewart, but claimed by the goalkeeper. And now St. Francis will bring this out. Meantime, Megan Schroeder is looking to come onto the field for the Lancers. And a foul given in favor of the Warriors. So a free kick from just inside their own half of the field with 30 minutes gone in the first half of play. So Alexis Smith will come up to take this free kick. Headed on. Vasali's underneath that one and cleared by the Lancers. Took a backwards deflection off the header that time. Vasali was lurking on the left side of the 18-yard box. Cleared by the Lancers. Here's Vasali, the goal scorer in possession. Vasali. For the through ball there, but cleared by Madeline Crane. Out of bounds for a Warrior throw. KMVT thanks our sponsor, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, for bringing you this season of high school sports coverage. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Back-to-back throws then for the Warriors, as both teams have a little trouble garnering possession over there on the far side of the field. And Schroeder here for the Lancers still waiting to make an appearance on the field. Now the Warriors have all kinds of space here off the throw. And making a good run down the left side here was Marissa Carlisle, the senior. Her ball into the box. Just gets by her player, but Carlisle will retain possession on the clearance. And now back to Carson. Carson trying to get past her first defender, does so. Might have fouled her, and she did. Whistle goes, and it's a free kick to the Lancers. So after a bright start to this half of the Lancers, certainly the opportunities on goal have dried up a bit as we see the foul they're given in favor of the Lancers from the free kick, a long ball downfield. Certainly with Annie Kingman on the sidelines now with some sort of injury to her left knee. Might change the attacking dynamic for the Lancers just a little bit. Here's Vasali, the goal scorer. What a goal that was from 25 yards out. Tremendous right-footed effort. Good through ball there. Tremendous ball downfield and a nice tackle once again. What a game Lauren McHugh is having. When she's been asked to make the strong, decisive tackle, she has done so. And that time she stepped right in front of Hannah Pereira and made a clinical tackle. Does give up a corner kick, though, but still, she's had a solid game in the back four, has the junior so far. Corner kick then for the Warriors. 33rd minute of action here from Ron Calcagno Stadium. Here's the corner kick on its way. Falls in front, headed over the bar by Kendra Stewart. Certainly, she was all alone right around the penalty spot there, but was unable to keep the header down, and it's a goal kick for the Lancers. So Schroeder's finally out in the field, the junior, replacing Carson Callie. Callie over to the sideline for a quick word with Coach Dawn Hill. Ball one off the clearance by the Lancers. It's George Kingman, who is looking for Vukovic on the right side, gives the ball away. Back to the Warriors now. It's Megan Keith in possession, still trying to battle against the Warrior defender, retreating in the process. Now finally finds Madeline Vukovic over here on the right side. Vukovic's ball forward to Schroeder, and her first touch of the game comes off a Warrior defender for a Lancer throw. So throw inside the Warrior half of the field. They'll get a second one. 34th minute of action here. Nepomuceno battling with Vasali. And Vasali comes off the best in that encounter, garnering a throw for the Warriors here on the near side. They'll make a substitution as well. Gina Gentry comes back on the field to replace Hannah Pereira, who certainly made most of her minutes out on the field following the early substitution. So back to the action now. The Warriors attempting to clear only as far as Madeline Crane over there on the far side. Crane around a defender, flicks that one on, looking for Viata. Well defended, though, by the Warriors. Ball into touch for a Lancer throw. Time kept on the field when we reach the 2-minute mark by the referee. Assistant referee signals throw in for the Lancers. Peyton Casson over there, far side, trying to win the ball for the Warriors. She'll continue her run down the left side, and we'll just get to the corner flag in time. Sends it into the penalty area, where it's cleared by the Warriors. Not the best of clearances, though, by the Warrior defenders. And it'll be another throw for the Lancers well inside the Warrior half of the field. So just over 4 minutes and change remaining in this first half of play. The Lancers looking to get back on level terms here. Back as far as Megan Keith. Send the ball to Nepomuceno. Loses possession. Falls in front for Keith once again. She wins possession back. Sends it to the outside. She has some support there. And a chance to make a run now is Viata. Two defenders quickly close it down. Back to Crane. Crane's ball into the area is claimed easily by Alexis Smith. Smith with a long boot forward. Takes an awkward bounce off the left foot of George Kingman for a Warrior throw. He's trying to trap that ball with the left foot. And takes an awkward deflection off the instep of a foot, resulting in a Warrior throw. Well, the Warriors have had very few opportunities in this game. Boy, did they capitalize on the biggest one they had. A fine goal from the Pepperdine-bound Brianna Vasali. A couple of substitutions now as Sydney Leal comes out onto the field, as does Jackie Spiel, replacing Sarah Van Wagenen and Kendra Stewart, respectively. So some changes up front here for the Warriors inside the last couple minutes of the first half of play. Ball loose here for Carson. Carson battling with two defenders. St. Francis win the ball and boot it downfield, but too strong for Viata. And the Warrior defense will regroup fairly easily here. Back to the center back, Brooke Zanna. Zanna, long ball downfield. She was looking for Leal. Viata loses possession. Well won by the Warriors. Oh, and they give that away. Right in the middle of that, Megan Keith to win it for the Lancers. She'll exchange passes with a teammate. And Keith will look for some support. Finds it in the form of Georgia Kingman. Kingman dispossessed. And over to Leal on the far side. Leal turn around a defender, does so. Continues her run. Now the flag was up on the far side, and a foul is given by the assistant referee for a pull on Leal's shirt. So we've reached the 2-minute mark remaining in this first half of play. The referee will keep time on the field. And just waiting for the ball to be returned to the field of play here. Now, as we've seen earlier on in the half, Alexis Smith will come forward to take this free kick here. Just inside the Warrior half of the field. No fewer than 5 Warrior players lurking on the edge of the penalty area, and the kind of range Smith has. It's certainly viable targets for the Warriors, but the Lancers do a good job of winning possession and clearing. And now Nepo Musano does well to get around a defender. Good ball forward. Oh, just behind Caston that time. That's unlucky because Caston made a great run, was inside of her defender. But Nepo Musano's pass is just a little bit behind at that time. And it's easily claimed by Smith. A long clearance by Smith. Headed to Tennessee next year. The Volunteers will have a fine goalkeeper as part of their team in 2014, 2015 for sure. Lancers in possession here. Georgia Kingman, good ball forward. Nepo Musano was there. It falls to Casson. Tries to turn inside a defender, loses possession. Wins it back on a deflection. Vasali battling for it there. Here's Keith. Exchanges passes with Georgia Kingman. Ball forward there by Kingman. Sally wins it for the Warriors. Good football here by Valley Christian. They send it out wide, looking for Leals, making a run down the right side. Can she get there in time? She can, as Madeline Crane closes it down. And the whistle is gone then for the end of the first half of play. A goal by Brianna Vasali in the 22nd minute, the difference in this one, as the Warriors go into the break, leading by 1-0.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
KMVT15 is your community media center. We are here to provide hands-on training, equipment, and resources to you to express your voice over many distribution platforms. So when you think of KMVT 15, remember we have a full production facility, production truck, and an award-winning staff here to support your needs.
It's worth looking at one more time. Brianna Vasali's goal in the 22nd minute. What a finish. It doesn't get much better than that. And she has put her Valley Christian Warriors team up a goal to the good here in this game against St. Francis of Mountain View from Ron Calcagno Stadium. Stephen Davies, pleased to be with you as we've entered the final half of our Wednesday doubleheader of soccer action here on KMVT 15 Mountain View Cupertino Los Altos. And while the Warriors didn't have many chances in that first half, but they certainly capitalized on them when it counted. And Vasali's goal in the 22nd minute of action has given the Warriors a 1-0 lead. The teams have switched ends in for the second half of play. And the Warriors now going from left to right on your screen in the blue uniforms. St. Francis in the home whites going from right to left. We'll keep an eye out and see if Annie Kingman has come back out into the field. She left the field in about the 25th minute or so of action as the training staff tended to her knee, And so far, she's not reappeared on the field as yet, at least so far. I don't see her out on the field as one of the starting forwards for the Lancers in this half. But the Warriors up by a goal and looking for more here with the goal scorer, Brianna Vasali, making a bright run along the right side here, working against the defender. Vasali turns inside, sends in a left-footed cross. It's cleared away by Lauren McHugh. Warriors had a second opportunity, but the Warriors able to clear. Now they'll send it all the way back to the back four here and try and reset here. McHugh in possession to the left side. Viatis shrugged off the challenge with defender and continues to run along the right wing. Sent into the middle, but cleared by the Warriors. Here's Kendra Stewart. Does well to get around a defender. Sends the ball forward for Hannah Pereira. Pereira working against Madeline Crane. They battle along the touchline. The ball goes out for a Lancer throw-in. Valley Christian a perfect 8-0 on the season so far, yet to concede a goal. Meanwhile, the Lancers are 6 wins, 2 losses, and no draws. Coming off a 7-0 victory over Sacred Heart Cathedral of San Francisco. They lost their prior game, though, 2-0 to Los Altos, and had lost the game against Buchanan of Clovis, California, by forfeit. And that game part of the Clovis tournament was actually in the championship game. That ball now flicked on by Stewart and cleared by Madeline Crane. Looking for some support, has to send it downfield. She was looking for Cassin, but Lance is slow to get players forward that time. The Warriors have the ball in the midfield. That's Melissa Reese in possession, gives it to Vasali. Vasali sends the ball forward, and she was looking for Van Wagen, who was making a fine run along the right side. Warriors in possession. Here's Carson. Flicks it forward. Cleared by the Lancers. Back as far as Giordano. She'll exchange passes with Weldon here. Now they'll send it out to the right side. Battle there between Stewart and Crane. Crane will come out the victor of that tussle, garnering a free kick. 4th minute then of the second half of play, the 44th minute total in this game. The Warriors with a 1-0 lead. Now a free kick given over on the far side to the Lancers, and this is a potentially dangerous position here. I'm not sure the call there. It looked like the Warrior defenders grabbed hold of Sophie Viada. Either way, it's a free kick for the Lancers and a prime opportunity for them to get back on level terms. No fewer than 6 Lancers inside the penalty area. Ball floated in. Warriors have a little trouble clearing. It's still loose on the edge of the penalty area. Finally, the Warriors are able to get rid of it after both Megan Keith and Peyton Casson had chances to claim possession for the Lancers that time. Madeline Crane shakes off a defender. Finally, a foul is given in favor of the Warriors. So Smith will come out to take the free kick. Casson has it near side. Nepo Museno finds Schroeder in the midfield. Schroeder turns inside a defender, squares it across for Kingman. Georgia Kingman's ball switches to the other side, back to Nepo Museno. Oh, nice turn from Schroeder. Schroeder beats the defender as well, and well cleared. It was a decisive tackle by Brooks Zanner. Bright start to the second half then from the Lancers. But here come the Warriors on the counter-attack. Waiting for some support was Pereira, and she's dispossessed by Sochi Hunter. Hunter makes another run into the attacking half of the field. A nice run off the wing by Viada, but lost possession in the midfield. Warriors have it. Hunter comes forward again, but can't win back possession. And now here's the goal scorer, Vasali. Van Wagener's made a run down the right. Van Wagener around a defender. Van Wagener's crossed into the box. No one home, cleared by the Lancers. Good turn inside. Shot on goal is in the back of the net. The Warriors have taken a 2-goal lead. And a fine finish has extended the Warriors' cushion. Great ball into the box. Not the greatest of clearances. Good turn inside the defender, and what a strike on goal. Let's just wait for confirmation of the score here. It was Nicole Costin, the scorer, and Valley Christian have taken a 2-goal lead. 2 tremendous finishes on both goals, and Costin has put the Warriors up comfortably now in the 47th minute of play. Well, the Warriors have made the Lancers pay on both occasions tonight on their best goal-scoring opportunities. And capitalizing on a poor clearance from the Lancers, Nicole Carson drills it home from the edge of the box. No chance for the goalkeeper to stop it. And it's 2-0 Warriors. Now a chance on goal from Georgia Kingman, and that's saved easily by Alexis Smith. That shot from well outside the area. Long clearance downfield. And a good turn there by Kendra Stewart around her defender. Runs right into Madeline Vukovic, and the throw-in given over on the far side in favor of the Warriors. 2-0. The Warriors lead now. Got a few players in support over there on the far side. They try and turn and flick it on. It's partially cleared. Carson there was trying to turn in and try and shoot for a second of the day. Ball knocked into touch by Vukovic. Looking around for some help back there, it seems, are the Lancers at the moment. Throw in given to the Warriors. Collision there between players, and a free kick given in favor of the Warriors. That was Megan Keith and Hannah Pereira colliding in a dangerous free kick position now for the Warriors. Low ball into the box, and the goalkeeper does well to dive forward and field that one. Boy, two tremendous finishes on these goals today for the Warriors. Vasali in the 22nd minute, Carson in the 47th. And the Warriors looking comfortable here. Van Wagener's making a run down the right side. She has possession now. Wants to exchange passes with Pereira. Pereira was calling for it. Vasali's also there in support as well. Van Wagener finds Carson in the middle of the field. Carson squares it across. First time effort is well wide of the target. That was Melissa Reese who'd come forward there to try her chances from 25 yards out, but well wide of the target. So 2-0 the score here. One headed on. Napu Museno is there. Sends it out wide. And knocked into touch by Zena. 50 minutes gone now in this one. And Valley Christian appear on their way to their 9th victory of this season. Had a couple of 1-0 victories, as we mentioned. One over Santa Teresa of San Jose, 1-0. And then in their previous game on the 3rd of January over Presentation, also of San Jose. Both those games on the road, but have been fairly comfortable at home with big wins over Kings Academy, Santa Cruz, and Branham, the most notable, scoring 5, 5, and 7 goals respectively in those 3 games. Throw and given then to the Lancers deep inside their own half of the field, and they're about ready to make a substitution here as Carson Callie will come back out onto the field. She will replace Megan Keith. So no sign then of Annie Kingman. The senior, as we mentioned, going out in the first half of play with appears to be some sort of knee injury, and she has not come back out onto the field since. A big loss for the St. Francis attack in this game. And it's going to be a tall task to claw back into this game from 2 goals down. The Warriors will get the throw. They flick it on. And the Lancers again struggle with the clearance. It's flicked on neatly by Georgia Kingman, looking for Casson downfield. Back to Kingman. Kingman was looking for Napasimo in the middle of the field, and ball goes off Melissa Reese into touch for a Lancer throw. Madeline Crane will take this one. Headed on. And cleared by Giordano. Here's Vasali. Van Wagener again streaks down the right side. Vasali was trying to pick her out. We'll get a second attempt with a throw to set up the speedy Van Wagener along the right side. Carson, the goal scorer, turns and wins possession. Finds some space in the middle. Sends that one across. Great turn. Pereira has a go on goal. And that one's claimed easily by the goalkeeper. Now, she's a little slow to get up after that one. Definitely, you saw her give a little extra effort there to try and shoot with the right foot. And the Lancers will knock that one into touch as they tend to Pereira. Referee now over to check on her and make sure she's okay. It's Kendra Stewart, the player to help her up. She's back up on her feet, but looks like they will have to make a substitution here as she comes over the sideline. So Pereira, who's had a strong game so far, looks like we'll take a few minutes off here to recover from the cramp. And she will be replaced by Gina Gentry back out on the field for the Warriors. So 2-0 the score. 54th minute of action here from Ron Calcagno Stadium. should be Lance. Well, yeah, they give it back to the Lancers. It should be their possessions. They knocked it into touch after the injury was sustained. Vukovic sends that one back to Hunter. Hunter is searching ball forward, but no one on the end of it for the Lancers, and the Warriors will let that go into touch for a throw. Crane, McHugh, Georgia Kingman to the outside and dispossessed. The ball won by Gentry. Loose in the middle. Carson turns quickly. Vasali has Wagner in some space out here to the right side. Good football here from the Warriors. Carson. Round defender. Good square ball to Vasali. Oh, it's a great ball to the outside. They let that one go. Here come the Warriors now along this left wing. Back to Gentry. Exchange passes. And the Lance is able to clear. Warriors are starting to find some space now. Certainly the superior of the two teams in the passing game, to be sure. St. Francis are ready to make some substitutions here on the near side. Lauren Waller and Bailey Blake will make their first appearances in the game so far tonight. Lauren McHugh, solid junior defender, will come out, as does Megan Keith. So a throw in for the Warriors, or for the Lancers, excuse me. They'll get a second go at it. That one's headed on by Nepomuceno, and it's won by Casson along the right wing. Casson now waiting for some support to arrive, and it takes a deflection off of a Warrior defender for a throw. KMVT thanks our sponsor, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, for bringing you this season of high school sports coverage. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Lancers are looking for a goal, and they give this one away. But it's won back quickly by the Lancers. But again, the Warrior defense reorganizes quickly, and it's all the way back to Alexis Smith. So as we approach the midpoint of the second half of play, the Warriors have snuffed out pretty much every opportunity that the Lancers have had. It hasn't helped that they're missing their top scorer, Annie Kingman, who went out to injury in the first half of play. The Warriors have capitalized with two fantastic goals in this game. It's well won by Hunter, and she's made a strong run out of defense here, and a good left-footed cross into the area, and Smith has to come out and claim that one just in front of the on-rushing Nepomuceno. Smith's clearance downfield. Sally missed that one. It was headed on by Stewart. Nepomuceno. First touch deserted it there. Cleared by Zena. Here's Stewart. Flicks that one on. Well defended by Vukovic. Schroed in the midfield. Good pass forward. Looking for Viata. Flicked on by Waller, but no one at the other end, and back to Smith. Nepomuceno is going to charge forward here to try and put Smith under pressure, but Smith, as you can tell, on the there's an injured player down here for Valley Christian. Another cramp. It is a chilly night now, especially since we got started here at St. Francis High School back at 5 o'clock this evening, and it's Kendra Stewart, the injured player, she's going to hobble over to the side. She'll be replaced by Jaylena Wagner. So Stewart has had an excellent game so far. We'll hobble over to the side. We also saw Hannah Pereira, another one of the talented forwards for the Warriors, go down with a cramp just a few minutes ago as well. Back to the action now. Viada's dispossessed. Vasali was there. Vasali battling over on the far side with Carson Callie. Callie wins back possession. Callie, good ball forward to Nepomuceno. First time effort from Cassin is saved easily by Alexis Smith. They just haven't really been able to put Alexis Smith under any real pressure tonight. And as you've seen, most of the shots coming from the edge or outside the penalty area. A throw in then for the Warriors as we've reached the midpoint of this second half of play into the 61st minute now of action here at Ron Calcagno Stadium on the campus of St. Francis High School in Mountain View. Valley Christian leading this game 2-0 thanks to goals from Vasali and Carson. And the Warriors comfortably in the driver's seat here. Nice moves from Carson, getting around a defender. Squares that one outside for Vasali. He's made a strong run around the left side. Vasali continues to run, squares into the box. It was there, but the first touch deserted Jaylena Wagner. It's a great run from Vasali, getting around the attentions of Lauren Waller. Square ball into the box, and yeah, you could see that Wagner just got her feet under it a little bit there. Cleared by the Lancers downfield. Since the outside, good first touch by Callie. Blake is there, giving chase, and gone as a throw for her effort. Throwing on its way then for the Lancers. 62nd minute of action then. Ball into the box, flicked on there by Kingman. Well, Lancers wanted to throw there well inside the Warrior half of the field. As he said, the defender touched it on the way out of bounds, but Kingman doesn't get the call. It is indeed a Lancer or a Warrior throw, excuse me, to be taken here by Nicole Carson. Bouncing around here on the near side. Finally falls to Van Wagner. Does well to turn inside a defender, loses possession though, and she was fouled. Tripped up by Peyton Casson. A free kick to be taken by Alexis Smith. So you would assume that Annie Kingman's role in tonight's game is now over, as we haven't seen it for about 40 minutes of game time in this match. It's a real blow for the Lancers. We certainly hope it's not something that will affect her into their next game. They play Notre Dame of Belmont on the 11th, and then presentation in San Jose 3 days later on the 14th. So hopefully it gives Kingman plenty of time to rest up for those two games. Good football here by Valley Christian, and have a real opportunity here, a 3-on-2. But that's just a little bit too strong for Wagner. And chased down by Lauren Waller. A throw-in given, however, to Valley Christian. And this will be well inside the attacking half of the field. So Alyssa Weldon to take the throw. Ball flicked on, intended for Carson, but too strong out of bounds. In the meantime, Kendra Stewart is warming up here on the near side just to make sure she's back healthy from the cramping issues she had earlier on in the game. And it would appear that she is ready to come back out onto the field to play. Goal kick cleared. And St. Francis in possession here. They have numbers now on this attack with Sophie Viata. Has done well to turn inside a couple of defenders. Viata continues to run. Runs into a defender. Lancers still have possession. That's a good ball to the outside. Here's Caston along the left wing. She can't keep it in bounds. Unlucky that time. It was one of the better counterattacks we've seen in this game so far from the Lancers, especially here in the second half. But that ball along the left wing just a little bit too strong. And a goal kick coming up for the Warriors. So Stewart is back out onto the field. She replaces the junior Jaylena Wagner. And goal kick on its way. Headed on strongly by Georgia Kingman. Casson again gives chase down the right wing. It's headed on, and that will be a Lancer throw this time. Quick throw taken. Georgia Kingman was there, loses possession. The Warriors have it back. Here's Reese. Quick 1-2 with Carson. Goes into touch for a throw. Turn from Giordano there to maintain possession for the Warriors, and they have some space here now in midfield with two players in support to both sides. Carson overran the ball just a little bit, but still is able to maintain possession, getting by two players, then finally dispossessed by Megan Schroeder in the midfield. Kingman loses possession as well. Here's Reese. Van Wagner. Good ball there to Pereira, or to Carson, excuse me. Carson shakes defender and gets the foul as well. So Carson will have a free kick here, some 35 yards out. Great passing from the Warriors today, must say. I'm very impressed with the passing and the ball control in all aspects of the game. Here's a free kick, dangerous one, curling into the box, loose in front. Reese Razak cleared by the Lancers. Q boots that one downfield, and Casson does well to win it. However, only far back as Zana, who turns the defender well. Zana trying to send the ball down the left wing. The Lancers were there. 67th minute of action. Big collision there between Zana and Carson Callie. Callie a little slow to get up. She will garner a throw. Here's Crane. Flicked on by Casson. Just a little too strong. And it should be a throw. Throw was given. There was some confusion there between the referee and the assistants momentarily. Finally, the referee signals for a throw to the Lancers, although it seemed like the players all stopped there, perhaps thinking they heard a whistle, but either way, it's the Lancer throw to be taken here from the near side. Madeline Crane, the senior defender. Ball headed on into the box, cleared by the Warriors. Only as far as Georgia Kingman. That one just a little too strong, and Smith will let that one go for a goal kick. So 2-0, the Warriors lead this game. Certainly the Lancers running out of both time and opportunities now in this one. Kingman takes a seat, and she's replaced by Mira Nepomuceno. Vasali wins the goal kick and turns around a couple of defenders. Good square ball to Van Wagenen. Flicks that one forward first time. Weldon was there. Back to Zena. Giordano. Lancers have it. It's Viata. Dispossess. Good 1-2 there. Carson and Stewart exchange passes. Carson continues her run. And a good tackle there. A combination tackle between Waller and Hunt to slow her down just a little bit. But boy, Carson and Stewart are most certainly on the same page. Nice 1-2 that time. And Carson with a strong run. Lancers needed both defenders to close it down. Carson already with one goal in the game, back in the 47th minute of action. Free kick given to the Lancers. Inside the last quarter of this match. 71st minute. And lands the throw. And a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. They'll play Sacred Heart Cathedral at home on the 10th. And then they will travel to local rivals Archbishop Mitty, a game on the 14th. That game will be played at 3:15 p.m. Warriors dispossessed in the midfield. That's Carson winning the ball. Carson has players on support on either side. Van Wagenen made a run forward. Now here's Vasali. Still has Van Wagenen's support to her right. Vasali waits for reinforcements to arrive. Picks out a wide open Van Wagenen here. Van Wagenen into the penalty area. Is boxed out nicely by Crane, who did really well to win possession of the ball back. Tremendous job. She'll give it back to the goalkeeper. Not the greatest of clearances. Vasali's there. Vasali. That was actually Hunter, on the tremendous defensive effort there in clearance. She's had a fine game for the Lancers. Throw into the Lancers well inside their own half of the field. Ball downfield, looking for Bailey Blake. Warriors win possession. Back to Waller. On the chance for the Lancers now. Blake. Oh, around the defender brilliantly. Try to send that one forward for Cassin, but two defenders stepped in front of her. I mean, shades of offside anyhow. Van Wagenen on the right side. Back to Weldon. Vasali turns inside a defender. Good ball for Carson. In some space in the midfield now. Carson to the outside. Waiting for some support to arrive. Carson. Back to Reese. Carson. Zana. Giordano. Wins the ball. Tough challenge there. Gives it away, unfortunately, to Crane. Crane makes a run out of defense. And here's Crane continuing her run. Support to the right side. Oh, good square ball there. Chance from distance. And Smith is there. Shot on goal from Callie that time from 25 yards out. A speculative one. And easy for Smith at the end of it. But great square ball after a long run from Madeline Crane. And out the other end, Stewart is putting pressure on the Lancers' defense. Goalkeeper clears. Here's Vukovic to the outside. Blake. Back to Schroeder. Nice turn from Viata. Viata from long range. Again, Smith with an easy save. Certainly testament to the Warriors defenders in this game that the majority of the Lancers shots have come from 20 yards plus. And they've done an excellent job of shutting down the Lancers here tonight. Blake lost possession there, but it's won back quickly by Schroeder. Solid quick turn to Van Wagenen on the right. Van Wagenen. Send that ball downfield. They give it away in midfield, and now here come the Warriors. Blake steps in front of that one, clears it downfield. Inside the last 5 minutes of action now. Ball is squared to Van Wagenen, who's in acres of space over here on the right. Making a good run along the right side is Weldon. Van Wagenen to the middle. Stewart. Oh, great ball to the right here. Weldon has made a tremendous run along the right side. Weldon working against the defender. Weldon plays a 1-2 with Carson. Vasali now. Vasali around another defender, continues to run into the edge of the penalty area, and it's knocked into touch by Nepomuceno. Lovely football there between Vasali. Sidney Leal was there, but couldn't maintain possession. The Lance is clear. Vasali still dancing around here. Vasali still with a lot of energy, even late on in this game. Referee signals play on. Vasali looked